Hello guys, I'm Neha and welcome back to Target Study YouTube channel. We all are aware that with the increasing population, consumption and decreasing the arable area, the gap in demand and supply of consumable items like food, processed food and milk products has been increasing with every passing day. Even some data shows that surprisingly consumption of milk in India is much more than its estimated production. And it is not only in the case of milk. There are so many other consumable products whose production is less than its consumptions. So, from where this extra milk and other things are being consumed? There is no doubt that their duplicates have been prepared and some antisocial elements are playing with the health of human beings. With increasing awareness and will to curb this menace, state and central governments along with the other food processing and management organizations need some specialists, and those specialists are food inspectors. So guys, let's discuss about an exciting career option which is food inspector. Food inspector's role is to check the quality of our food material. Usually, a food inspector is a government official who is accountable for guaranteeing the nature of food items served to the overall population. Food inspectors monitors and keep close vigilance on food processor producers and distributors for violation of safety and sanitation. They are liable for ensuring the hygiene of premises where food items are prepared or served. Food inspectors examines malpractices conducted by big and small players in the food and beverages industry, make a severe move against the organization or individual who violate the public guidelines and set up the measures to guarantee such services meet the given guidance. So guys, in this video, you will get to know all about the basic details of a food inspector, like who a food inspector is, what are the eligibility conditions required to become a food inspector, what are the skills required to be a food inspector, how to become a food inspector, what are the career prospects and job profiles of a food inspector, what are the pay scales or salaries of a food inspector, and much more. Let us start with a very basic question, and that question is who a food inspector is. A food inspector is a state or central government officer who is responsible for checking the food distributors, processors and manufacturers for compliances of food standard so that the food remains hygienic and free from any kind of bacteria. Food inspector reports violations to the appropriate regulatory agencies and are liable for guaranteeing the food are suitable for human utilization. Now, when you are all well aware about the food inspector's profile, I would like to tell you about the eligibility conditions required for becoming a food inspector. As far as educational qualification required to become a food inspector is concerned, the aspiring candidates should have a bachelor's degree in any stream. However, I would like to make it very clear that some central government organizations like FCI and some state recruitment board may demand a bachelor's degree in science stream with chemistry or other related subjects as a mandatory subject for the same. Medical graduates with at least 1 year of food inspection training can also made eligible to apply for the post. So guys, if you have already made your mind at an earlier stage to become a food inspector, then complete your 12th class in science stream followed by graduation in the same stream with related subjects like biology, physics or agricultural science so that you can be eligible for all kind of food inspector jobs. Along with these basic eligibility conditions, one must acquire some skills required to be a food inspector. Candidate should be physically fit, that he or she may be able to complete field works, good sight and should be able to check food quality by inspection and smell, and he or she should be efficient to recognize its color and odor. The candidate must be physically and physiologically prepared to work in unhealthy environment because he or she may be deputed to meat packing plants where the work conditions may be hazardous and unsanitary. Must have the ability of coordination and management of personnel. Above all, the candidates must have deep knowledge of laws and legal codes required to perform his or her duties effectively. Now I would like to tell you that how to become a food inspector. If you really want to become a food inspector, then you have to take this decision at early stage of your career path. The first step that you have to take is to clear your 12th class preferably with science subjects like chemistry, agriculture or related subject, etc. with an aggregate of 50% of marks or equivalent from a recognized board. After that, you need to achieve the basic required educational qualification to be able to take food inspector exam, which is bachelor's degree in the related subjects like BSc Agriculture, BSc Agronomy, BSc Biology, BSc Biochemistry, BSc Chemistry, BSc Dairy Science, BSc Food Science, BSc Horticulture, BSc Life Science, BSc Plant Science, BSc Soil Science, BTech Dairy Technology, BTech Food Technology, BTech Agriculture Engineering and Technology, etc. Once you have completed your bachelor's degree, you need to take the recruitment test taken by various state and central government agencies like Punjab Food Inspector exam taken by Punjab Staff Selection Commission and All India Food Inspector exam taken by UPSC, etc. Stay tuned to Target Study YouTube channel to watch detailed videos on various food inspector exams. Now I would like to answer the most important question, and that is, what are the career prospects as a food inspector? After acquiring the relevant degrees, the candidate can get employment opportunities in different departments of food safety, health and agriculture, etc. of various state governments and central government. Some of the top recruited of food inspectors are State Public Service Commission SPSC, Department of Food Safety and Health Government of India, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India FSSAI, and Food Corporation of India, etc. Here I would like to let you know that there are very good career prospects of prospective food inspector in private sector too, where they can get employment in agriculture sector, pharma industry, food processing industry and hospitality industry, etc. Now let me tell you about the job profile of food inspector. The most prominent job profile of a food inspector includes visiting restaurant, hotels, food manufacturing industries, bakeries, etc. to check the food hygiene, the nature of material utilized, and likewise investigate the hygiene of workers, kitchen area, utensils, etc. A food inspector examines food samples to consider the processing of foods and its crumbling. They examine the food sample to check for any toxic chemical or material used in the food. A food safety officer, as a technologist, guarantees that severe cleanliness sanitation norms are followed during the food preparation and packaging. They monitor the use of additives and preservatives in the food items and also test and examine food samples. Now you would like to know about what are the salary prospects of a food inspector. The salary or pay scales of the food inspector may differ from state to state and also based on private or government sector of employment. However, on an average, a food inspector in government sector can expect to get something between Rs 35,000 to Rs 40,000 to start with, along with other perks and benefits. However, the pay package of the same professional in private sector may greatly depend upon his or her experience and expertise and the organization one joins. It can be as low as Rs 25,000 per month to as high as Rs 1 lakh per month. So guys, if you are looking to get a job of a food inspector, which brings with it challenges of dealing with some antisocial elements and responsibility and authority to take important decisions related to the food safety, then start preparing for it in the very beginning of your career. That is all from this video guys. I tried my best to cover all the aspects regarding a food inspector in it. If you still have any further queries, you may let us know in the comment section. We will try our best to provide the right information to you soon. I will try to make such informative videos in future too. Please subscribe to Target Study YouTube channel. We will be back with some more videos. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Good luck.